Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, can't relax. Original, I am not the same as these cats. I sting them if they never ever mindin' they beeswax. I don't ever cap, but I'm wearing like 3 hats. Never been a rat, but I know where the cheese at. You'll never get a trophy cause they all here where we at. You better believe that. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something, my focus is A1. Every dog has its day, it's been mine since day one. This is real grind and I'm still climbing. While you still trying, I'm still shining. It's real blinding. And I'm getting hotter too. Talking top 2, I'm not a 2. You let the pressure bother you and I do what I gotta do. Let's go hard. I just gotta go hard.
Keep it moving! Keep it moving! Well, welcome back to the coverage there, guys. Sorry, we just had a little bit of a gremlin on kickoff, but I was just about to introduce and say hello to my ever reliable sidekick, Ross Parker.
G'day, Ryan.
Good afternoon, mate. How you doing?
Wonderful, mate. What a great day to be down here at Bowman. Two good teams doing battle.
It usually is a good day to be down here, and as we watch a bit of the early action, and there's a little through ball there from Campbell to Stanley. It won't get through, but a horrible back pass for the keeper to deal with. And Stanley's onto it, and as ever, protected species. Just wondering if you want to just mention the starting lineup for us there, Ross, for Bardon.
Yeah, no worries, Ryan. A couple of changes. We went through it. So Perkins in goal. We've got Gulo, and we welcome back Matheson, 2 centre halves. Johnny Melville White at right back. A bit of a change at left back today with Alessio Cabras starting for Andrew Gold. Played a very good game in the Cup. Was rewarded with a starting lineup today. Mapri starts in the base of midfield with Chris Nichols. He makes his home debut for the club. Joined from Sanford in the off-season. In front of them in the 10, you've got Ben Stanley, who's back into full fitness and back into full form after a hat-trick during the week in the Cup. Campbell up front, another hat-trick for him as well during the week, Ryan. Obviously a great result out at Pack Pines for us. And then on the 2 wings, you've got Ozzy Boardman and Flynn Ovenden, known to most of our viewers.
Excellent, Ross, and a strong bench for Bardon today, but we'll talk about that as and when we should need to. With New Farm, we do have a lineup, we have some numbers. We'll, as ever, work that out as we go along. Did catch New Farm myself earlier in the season, Ross, and it's not been a bad start for them overall. Couple of wins.
Yeah, look, 2 wins, 3 losses. Those losses against good teams. Just lost last week against top of the table Moggle with 2 late goals from Moggle to lose 2-1. So this is a really tough league. Ryan and New Farm finished just outside of the final spots last year. They'll be very competitive and a really good test for us today.
Absolutely, Ross. Gap came off 3-0 winners that day, but it certainly flattened our rivals up the road. There were some impressive performances from the New Farm team that day, not least number 36 White, who was at the base of the midfield today but played centre-back in that game. Smallest centre-back in the division with the biggest mouth, so one to keep an eye on throughout the game. Guys, we're live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can contact us in any way you'd like, on Twitter, in the comments. You can get Ross on his pager if you have the number, and well, we'll respond. Love to hear from you. Early days, teams just starting to work each other out a little bit. Taylor there looks like he's at left back for New Farm.
Good win from Nichols.
Nichols wins that back. Plays in Flynn Ovenden. Flying Flynn. Is he going to take him on? Doesn't get past him that time, and Taylor comes back to help out. Well, we're up live now with the stream team. Thanks very much, guys, for that little hiccup. We got back and we're up.
Oh,
Upgrading the graphics this week, which is nice to see. New Farm playing with the Bardon logo. We'll just clarify that next week and we're all good. Good play here from New Farm on the edge of the box. Tries to get his shot away. I think that one was well blocked by Gullo. Gullo in the flashy white boots today. Something I'm not happy about seeing from a centre-back, Ross, I will admit.
they won't stay that wide after today's game, I'd imagine, Ryan. It's got to listen to the dirty work back there.
I would hope not. Just settling down into the team here, and I'm sure you'll pick up some shape stuff as well for us, Ross, with how New Farm set themselves out. But there was definitely a high press and like to move the ball around against the gap. So we should see two teams today who are pretty good on the ball.
Yeah, but I mean, Bardon to begin with, 4-2-3-1, which it's just a very safe formation in terms of being able to stop what the opposition's doing and get forward, especially with the likes of Boardman and Ovenden as the wingers in that formation. Stanley, of course, 10 goals last year, 3 goals during the week, so there's still a lot of firepower. But then with the two in the base of midfield, just gives you a bit of protection in back four.
Ovenden again closing down. Morgan in goal for New Farm. 1-0 win for the under-23s for New Farm, and the keeper in that game was excellent, so if Morgan's keeping him out of the team, it will be interesting to see how well Morgan plays.
Yeah, good game of football, wasn't it, the under-23s?
It was, Ross. Shame Bardon couldn't get a goal, get something out of the game, but yeah, very good game. Ovenden buzzy early, but Boardman's picked off there by Ethan Wildermuth. Does well, Wildermuth. Mapper gets back, but it's a foul, unfortunately. Referee quick on his whistle.
Do you know this ref, Ryan?
I am familiar with this referee's work. Ross may have been shown a red card from this esteemed referee in the past for dissent. Anyway, let's not talk about this, as Argue gets that one into back post and Melville White perfectly positioned to get it away, and Stanley completes the clearance. Taylor picks this one up. Taylor with the flowing locks. Plays a raking pass forward, but the New Farm player won't get onto that one.
Well, I think New Farm might be 3 at the back here, Ryan, at least in possession. Noticeable 3 flat at the back. It's obviously taking a chance with the likes of Boardman, Ovenden and Campbell.
Cabras gets onto that one, into Nichols. Nichols gets his pocket picked and argues down there, clutching his thigh. Referee says no foul. I think this is Tristan Wildermuth. So the Wildermuth brothers both playing down this side. So we've got Tristan and Ethan, which might be easy to refer to them as such. Ovenden again busy early. It's good to see. Speedy winger getting across the park. New Farm can't connect on that one. Cabras will take the throw in. Stanley comes back to Alessio. Alessio's ball forward. Can't reach Josh Campbell in the 9. Those signs from New Farm there playing out from the back, Ross.
Yeah, confident on the ball. As they break away through here between the lines.
This is Argue. He caught my eye at the gap, Ross. Very pacey and direct. Also thought he looked about 15 years old, and that made me feel very old, which I am. It's a free kick against Josh Campbell. I think we'll see a lot of stoppages today, Ross.
Bit of a fractured start, Ryan. Not another team really settled into the game yet. Only 10 minutes in, usually is the case here, Ryan. As both teams try and size each other up, but it's important early to try and set a pattern of play. At the moment, a little bit back and forth, so let's see which team can kind of settle in and maintain possession.
We've almost worked out the team here. Almost. No. There's Campbell. Flicks it to Melville White, who plays a long ball forward for Stanley. That's going to be too much for him to
He's not
get.
giving up on it here, Ryan.
And White comes across,
really?
and Stanley just can't quite make it. Got that, heads that one clear. Comes down to Ethan. Tristan bombs on, but Cabras reads it well. Nichols back to Cabras. Who looks for that ball forward. Campbell. And Rima does well. Is Collette, comes back. Game sort of settling down a little bit now, Ross.
Yeah, I think, ooh, good win. Yeah, I think you got both teams playing the same.
Straight out to him and closes him down. Tristan Wildermuth dealing with that one and clearing it, but only finds Melville White, who looks for that ball to Stanley, but Morgan will claim.
Oh, lost the flight there. Press there. New Farm working the ball well, Ryan. Not panicking, maintaining possession, working Bardon side to side. You have to stay disciplined in the shape, waiting for balls like that to turn it over.
Well, Ross, I had a bit of a planned intro, and I was going to ask you when the last time these two sides met in the league was.
Oh, right. It's going to rattle my brain. Give me a moment.
Wildermuth does well there. Here's the aforementioned White, who'll look to get forward from that holding defensive position. Mapry does well, and he's fouled, but
well played.
keeps going through, plays through the foul. And here's Flynn Ovenden, back to Nichols. Nichols got a couple of options. Austin, unfortunately, lost it there on the Bowman bobble.
Going to say 2017, Ryan.
Much earlier than that, Ross.
Oh, really?
New Farm play it around here. There's White. That's what he was doing at centre back, which caught my eye at the cap. That's probably why he was playing out position.
Well played, Melville White. He can release Campbell. No, that's not quite.
Well, it was. So there's a New Farm coming forward here. It's a lovely cutback in Mapri's.
Recovered.
Wise to that one. I think it goes out for a throw. Well, it was 2013, by my records, my research, that these teams last met, Ross. That was the year that New Farm were promoted from the then Capital 4. Bardon Latrobe were basement dwellers that season, with an impressive goal difference of -51. There have been some familiar faces in that team in 2013. As New Farm whipped this one in.
Did you play in that team, right?
Maybe might have been partly responsible for that -51, as we struggled to make the adjustment from the old City 5 into the capital structure. Fun times they were. New Farm promoted second that year with a +44 goal difference. So yeah, Saturday, August the 31st, Bardon Latrobe 2, New Farm 4. Goal scorers that day, Ross. You won't get one of them. He was a bit of a ship in the night, but the other one was a bit of a Bardon Latrobe stalwart for a good number of years around that time. Easy clue was he's one of the twins, but not the one you'd expect to put the ball in the net.
Oh, Tom Powell.
Tom Powell scored that day. I hope you're well, Tom. And Powell still around the club, still diving for penalties, obviously. Yeah, 2-4 that day was a marked improvement on the 7-0 drubbing they gave us at New Farm Park that same season. And there was a player in that team, Ross, that you currently coach that got booked, and I'll leave it at that. And that's your quiz question for the day. 2013 booking at New Farm Park. Here's Melville White, back to Ovenden. Gollows in those flashy white boots. Finds Ovenden. Popped collar, looking for options. Cabras has got forward. And Mapri plays that ball out wide to Melville White. Melville White's first time ball isn't probably into the right area.
Lots of movement in the Bardon front four. Ovenden, Boardman have swapped wings, but more than that, Ovenden's dropping in much deeper than usual. Usually likes to stay nice and high and wide, pick up the ball to his feet, but dropping in to get the ball off the centre back there.
Campbell finds Nichols and gives it back to Nichols, who's forward, and he's squared it to
ball.
Ovenden, and he's hit the post from 2 yards. Ovenden has hit the post when it seemed easier to score.
It's a big miss, unfortunately, for Ovo, but great passage of play from Bardon. And that's out for a goal kick. Yeah, they worked them open, didn't they?
They did, and we got a replay here.
Nichols with a great little cutback. It's a great run from a 6 to get in behind. Cuts it back, and unfortunately, the angle just got a little bit tight. But he should be scoring. I won't let him off on that.
Ovenden will know that one should have been a first goal for Bardon.
But great run, great passing, great awareness. Bardon looking a lot sharper than we saw a few weeks ago here, Ryan.
It was a tough home game against a really good side at AC Carina. I think we have to take those chances. As Atalanta had to do the other night, Ross. I believe they missed an early good chance, and well, the rest is history, I believe.
Well, yeah, good result for Atalanta. I won't take that away from them. But, you know, it's the second leg, Ryan. We'll see.
Yeah, I won't count those chickens, Ross. It's a man facing a very important semi-final. Shouldn't throw stones. Here's Matheson. Good to see him back in the team. A lot of stability.
Good run here from
looking for that ball for Cabras, who tried to flick to Stanley first time, who delayed his run. Campbell's going to keep Morgan honest here, and Morgan does well. Well in by Gollo to find those white boots with a tough challenge. Tristan finds Ethan. Options, including a switch ball that's on here, I think, which he plays beautifully. It's also controlled well. I think it's Wilson Boyd out there. And Boardman finds Ovenden, who's had that one cut out by Park.
Over a bit frustrated with himself, but he's in the game a lot. He's just got to keep working away.
Stanley does really well. Gets back on Tristan, who's licensed to get forward from this.
Great start to the game from Chris Nichols, mentioned earlier, making his home debut for the club. Just a lot of composure in midfield, loves the ball in tight areas. Working alongside Mapri, they'll complement each other very well. In the absence of Duncan Keogh, who's been one of the standouts for us this year.
Yeah, no Duncan today.
Call Chris Nichols the Tin Man, I hear. Ryan, that's his nickname.
Interesting piece of insight there, Ross. Is that a reference to Future Islands?
I think it's just the way he runs.
I'm going to take some time and unpick that one as you try and remember who got booked in a game that you weren't aware of in 2013 at New Farm Park. I
might need another clue, mate.
One of those rare occasions where you can vividly remember a game. I said, you're still coaching. And that day, Ross, before you, if you might have, I think you might have a guess there, an inflatable hot dog ran onto the pitch that day at New Farm Park.
Great venue to play football, New Farm Park. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and be prepared for anything. Lots of enthusiastic picnics occurring around.
Well, it's got to be David Bounds, doesn't it?
You'd think so. Man, that's often in the book, but
no,
it wasn't.
Wow.
It wasn't the club legend, David Bounds. Again, guys, you can get in touch with us, so we don't have to talk about my failed football career.
Oh, good touch there.
Well done by Tristan.
Player of the month in the FQPL4 this month.
Yeah, I believe
Ryan.
so, Ross. I'm not sure whether he was particularly at the top of the table or was just nominated for the picture and the graphic, but we'll find out. I'm sure it's the club's fault, whatever the outcome of that is. But great to see those graphics being produced by FQ. And yeah, Tristan Wildermuth joining such luminaries as the guys we've seen at Yoronga, and his name's gone out of my head, but he visited my nightmares ever since the AC Carina fell out that tore us apart a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, said his name about
Ryan something.
Was it Ryan?
Was it Ryan? Can't remember. Riley? No. The winger.
The winger. Yeah, no.
Number 7.
The Gap guys scored a few goals as well. This is the kind of detail that people come in here for. It was, of course, Reese Bregan, close to Ryan.
Lots of R's and Y's.
Luke Greenslade Horton, I think, topping the goal-scoring charts. A few from Moggle, as you'd expect, with them top of the league. And
great start from Moggle, eh?
Really winning, a few games that you didn't expect. It's Destin Mahandi from Logan Metro, who's the nominated there. He's a head of an A-League winner, so well done to you, son. And Tatsuya Fujuki from Annalee. I'll work on that pronunciation before we play Annalee. Apologies. But Mapri's over this one. And he's going to look to go to the back post. Mapri picked up man of the match last home game, Ross, and we're looking to continue that form.
Yeah, it was a standout in a beaten side, I thought, that week. Started well here as well. Matt Bromwich.
It was indeed the
Of course
Brominator.
it was, that man.
It was a well-deserved booking. It should have been a red. Can't remember the incident, but pretty sure it should have been.
It was the Bromwich family derby here last night, right? The brothers played against each other in a friendly. As you'd probably expect for a Bromwich derby, 0-0.
Nil. Both Bromwiches booked. Cabras gets that away. And Rima plays it back forward and looks to the sky in anguish. Is overhit the ball forward for the willing runner that is Tristan Wildermuth, overlapping his brother.
So we're about half an hour in, Ryan, and I don't think either team have really dominated play. There's been a few half chances for both. I think obviously Ovenden with the clear chance. Both teams probably fancy themselves to be in the game. It's a good battle.
Well, all members day today, Ross, and there's some Bardon luminaries around. You've got Eamon McCaffrey, you've got Steve Jones, Mark Keane on the committee. I think I saw even a Gurgis here earlier. Not my favourite Gurgis, I will admit, but one of the Gurgis.
Yeah, I love great atmosphere down at Bowman today, Ryan. They came early too. There was good atmosphere for the under-23s.
Well, White's over this one. Seems to be on set pieces. Headband in check, and he's found Park, and Perkins reacts really well. Sorry, it wasn't Park, it was Boskurt. And brilliant reaction there from Perkins, I think, because really tricky ones to deal with the keeper when you're anticipating a touch and it doesn't come.
The big man with his reflexes on display again. Perkins, wonderful season last year and the year before, to be fair. Great to have him back for his third year. He was captain last week in Boardman's absence. He's become a stalwart of the club.
And he tries to claim there, but
great tackle there on the line from Matheson. Well done, Blake Matheson. That is a unbelievable goal-saving challenge. He's putting his body on the line for the team, and great to have him back on the side today after a hamstring strain, and it looks like he's a little bit ginger, but that isn't wonderful goal line challenge.
Matheson always makes sure, Ross. It's a little bit of a saying that developed last year. Great first season at the club from the centre back. Great to have him back in the team. But Boardman gets up for that one. Finds Campbell, who plays it back to him. Good turn from Aussie. He releases Stanley. He's only got really Flynn in the middle. And it's cut out by Rima. And that will go out for a goal kick for
good play there. You can see the connection developing with this particular front four. Obviously Campbell new to the club in the 9. Boardman, Stanley, Ovo combined so well last year, and just seeing some of that chemistry clicking again, it's good signs.
Just getting a selfie there, Ross, for LinkedIn. With the under-23s behind me. I'll tag Corbin Redburn in that one. Should boost my engagement. As Buzzkurt plays that one long.
It's a good ball.
Actually going to find
Good recovery though.
Taylor that was bombing forward. But yeah, I think Taylor and Tristan, Ross, as you've picked up, have definitely a license to get forward.
Yeah, I think their 6 doesn't go forward. He drops in, makes it a 3, and the fullbacks go forward. So it's just a slightly different variation to the same formation, but I think generally here we go.
Flynn now. Rima thought about bringing him down. Ovenden keeps going and has a shot, and Buzzcut gets in the way. But a little opening there for
So
Bardon.
good. Just so good without the ball, Flynn Ovenden. I probably spoke about it quite a lot last year, but just his ability to lay off a defender and read the play, cut out passing lanes and get his team going forward in those areas is almost just as valuable as he is with possession. And you can see he's got us going forward in a dangerous area here.
Melville White brings that one back to Mapri, who gets it back to him for the cross, but he plays it into Aussie in the box, looking for options. Back out to Mapri, who plays it deep. Ovenden's lurking. That would be a Bardon throw taken quickly to Ben Stanley. Does well. Oh, he's turned in there. With absolutely no room. He's still going.
Unbelievable skill.
And Park clears.
It's that low centre of gravity just makes him a nightmare in the box for defenders to manage. And he's actually unlucky in the end not to do more there. I thought a great bit of skill.
Great little spark of science there from Stanley. Big cup win in the week, Ross. I think you've mentioned it a couple of times, but an 8-1 victory for Bardon Latrobe in round 4 against Pacific Pines. A couple of hat tricks and a brace for Aussie. So a few players getting on the score sheet.
Look, it's a tough away game. I hear there was a couple of hundred people out there on a Tuesday night to watch the home team. And talking to a few of the boys, I hear that
and Golo clears.
I hear that it's just one of those days where everything went right for us. So hopefully we can take a bit of that form and luck into this game.
Of course, mentioned
good win.
Aussie's 2 goals. Here's Nichols. But Campbell with a hat trick and Ovenden with a hat trick as well. Stanley with a hat trick, sorry. Maybe Ovenden needs the goal. And here's Alessio Cabras. Plays that one in, but it's blocked by Tristan. Matheson going for a little gallop forward, but Collette does his work and gets back. Pulls here for Melville White. Skips back inside. White.
Right little ball.
Melville White inside White there.
Fullback to fullback. Don't see that too often with the right back in the base of midfield trying to play in the left back, and New Farm have actually recognised it with a direct ball in behind.
Wilson Boyd got there, but his cross will come to Perkins. I think the skipper potentially a little sitting in there for Melville White. Obviously got a nosebleed. Switched back. It's Park.
Played a bit of right back in his time. Borman.
Played everywhere, mate. Seen him playing goals as well. Not bad in goals. Here's Taylor. Out to Wilson Boyd. Standing up Melville White, coming inside. Looked like he was in the shape to shoot. And does get his shot away, but Perkins watches it go past the post.
A bit of a loose pass there, and Bardon winning the throw. I think, trying my best not to be biased, but I think the last 5-10 minutes Bardon have been slowly getting a foothold in the game. Possession in these types of areas, getting their danger men on the ball. With 10 minutes or so to go, maybe a bit less before half time. Obviously it'll be a great time to score a goal, and it's a Bardon throw again.
Cabras wins the throw-in. Finds Stanley.
Another good,
Great
feed.
skills. Failed a couple of times. Tries to find Aussie. Taylor does well. Mappery might just get in there. No, not quite. And Buzzkurt gets it away. Here's Wilson Boyd looking at his options.
Well, back again from Ovenden.
Cabras might jump in there. That's
and he's kicked the ball away, ref.
Caught his boot and taken it off. Otherwise, Cabras might have been away there.
You can see some of the defensive work from Ovenden coming back in, this time to press a centre midfielder for his team, and then Cabras nipped in and wins a foul. Good opportunity to get the ball in the box here.
And here is Cabras, as he said, elevated to the first team start today. Whips it in.
Great ball.
Finds Gullo. And it's an excellent header from the centre back with the white boots and tipped over from Morgan in goal. Be great to see that one again.
Great delivery from Cabras. You can see he's got that in his locker, and good win from Gullo. Obviously known for the ball at his feet, but the big man can get up too.
Well, to be fair to Morgan, wasn't too far away from him, but did well to tip it over. He will stand over this one. Good time to score for Bardon here, Ross, before half time. If we can make a corner set piece work.
Great delivery. Oh, it's
Boardman
Gullo
does
again.
get there. Oh, it's Gullo, sorry. Gullo, I think you're right.
Newfound defenders just done enough, but promising signs by set pieces and in general play. I actually think half time's going to suit New Farm here.
As Morgan retrieves one from the creek. Finds Buzzkurt. Morgan looks long for Ethan Wildermuth, and he's going to get there, I think.
Yeah, ball still in play.
Matheson comes across. Stands it up to the back post, but
Well
can't
defended.
keep it in play.
Well covered in by Matheson. He's been good in the first half.
Well, New Farm come forward, but Gullo stamps that one out. Great ball to Aussie. Plays it to Tyler Mappery. Finds Ovenden. Expected Ross. Two teams knocking the ball around well. Here's Matheson.
Yeah, Bardon looking much more comfortable in possession compared to a few weeks ago in the last home game. Just a bit more cohesion. Obviously some new players to the club this year. It's understandable it takes a while to build up some chemistry, but as that pass goes a bit loose. But just keeping the ball for 8, 9, 10 passes, and I thought the last home game was more like 4 or 5, and that can really help you in terms of settling into the game and controlling the tempo of a game. So I think that's translating to Bardon being on top here. New Farm started quite well, and they're starting to run out of a few ideas.
Rima, let's get it to a teammate. Here's Tristan. Dives in, and Nichols is going to come up with it. Here's Tyler Mappery, looking for his options. Almost found Josh Campbell. Taylor skips in. He's got the ball. Plays it out to Wilson Boyd. Melville White will stand him up.
Oh, he's given a penalty.
Wilson Boyd jumps over Melville White's outstretched leg, and I'm not surprised to see that given.
There's a replay here. You can see one-on-one with the fullback. Does well, like he does. He takes a risk, jumps in, dives in, gets the man. And you do that. Unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, the referee is going to give it. Just come out of nothing, really, and you feel probably didn't need to do that. Melville White standing up well. He wasn't really going anywhere.
Well, Colette White is giving the duties, and saves.
Perkins.
And Melville White makes sure he gets back there to thank his
save.
goalkeeper. It was a poor
Wonderful
penalty
save.
from Colette, let's be honest, but Perkins made the save.
He was massive in goal. You can see the replay here. He makes himself look big. He tries to pick a corner, and Big Dino read it like a book. Melville White making up for his earlier error, backing up his goalkeeper. That's a huge moment in this game.
Well, it was a soft penalty, but probably the correct decision, and Perkins makes the save now. Gets a fist to that one too. It will be another corner for New Farm. Great save from Perkins. I believe there's no clean sheets for the top team yet so far this year, Ross, so it will be on their mind.
Yeah, that's right, Ryan. What a contribution from the goalkeeper there.
As White delivers this one to back post, looking for Rima, but Austin gets there first.
That's out. So take a deep breath. That's the clock says 41. I think we're more like 45. So right on half time here. What a crucial moment in the game. It's the same. Bardon was getting on top. New Farm won at half time, and that would have been a massive flip for them.
Buzzcut gets to Perkins' clearance and goal kick, I should say, and Bardon come up with the ball. Golo looking for Campbell. Not much into Campbell today yet so far, Ross.
He's done well there. Great
Very
number
well.
9 play.
Here's Maffrey into Ovenden. Ovenden finds Austin.
Oh, unlucky.
Austin tried to get Maffrey back in, but wasn't able to. Here's Nichols to Campbell. And I think Campbell decided it was time to have a shot, and Strikers Alliance, no problem with that.
Just set up a little bit too much, that one. He was waiting for it to drop on his left. Definitely has that ability from that distance. We've seen it a number of times, particularly in the Cup. But you can just see the link-up play with Bardon is much smoother.
Ovenden doing well there to get back in.
Again, Ovo showing his defensive
That was a
capabilities.
foul against New Farm. Referee pulls it back for that decision.
This might be the last opportunity of the first half, Ryan. Gillo on the ball. Let's see if we can get this ball in the mixer, hey?
Let's see if those shiny white boots can find someone in the box for Bardon. It's a nice dink ball. Campbell's going to get there. Rima wins the header though. And Ethan
Done, Ovenden, unlucky.
is adjudged to be fouled.
It's been brilliant without the ball. Ovenden.
Really
first
has
half.
today, Ross. He's been buzzing around, making an annoyance of himself in the best possible way when he's on your team. Melville White watches that one and clears. Colette, who missed the penalty, is now on the ball. Had his penalty saved, I should say. But here's the Wildermuth connection on the right. Tristan getting forward. Matheson watching him. He gets it back, and
done,
Golo
Gillo.
then comes across
Good swarming defence
For the
there from
save.
Bardon.
for the block.
Alessio caught a little bit out by the overloading fullback. Matheson getting across. You can see why Wildermuth is player of the month, Ryan. Getting forward for fullback late, comfortable in those areas. Ball breaks to him and gets a shot off, which is well covered by Gulo. Bardon backing each other in defence there. Good signs.
Good signs indeed, Ross. And that draws that first half to a close. It's 0-0. Great chance for Bardon with Flynn Ovenden early on, and then a penalty saved by Perkins for New Farm. We'll now hear for our sponsors, and we'll be back for the second half and see who can break the deadlock.
Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, can't relax. Original, I am not the same as these cats. I sting them if they never ever mindin' they beeswax. I don't ever cap, but I'm wearing like 3 hats. Never been a rat, but I know where the cheese at. You'll never get a trophy cause they all here where we at. You better believe that. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something. My focus is A1. Every dog has his day, it's been mine since day one. This is real grinding, I'm still climbing. While you still trying, I'm still shining. It's real blinding. And I'm getting hotter too. Talking top 2, I'm not a 2. You let the pressure bother you and I do what I gotta do. Let's go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
They ain't coming close to me. Flow is on atomic, I'm starting fires through poetry. The hardest out, staying loyal, no falling out. And if you step into the court, be ready, we ballin' out. Yeah, the coldest of teens, they know what we bring, don't try us. Ain't no in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We been shooting in the gym, this is target and practice, yeah. And I'm just getting started, get my feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, all black dress code. Pay me my respect, collecting every debt.
I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
Well, welcome back to Bowman Park. This fascinatingly poised FQPL4 round 6 encounter between Bardon Latrobe and New Farm United. As New Farm get us back underway, and White plays it long to Melville White, who heads clear. Ovenden, probably the brightest spark for Bardon in the first half, picks up the ball, and White cuts it out. I think Ross would have said to the boys at half-time, Ross.
Look, I think there's not going to be, well, both sides, first of all, the same personnel, so you can tell that they're not seeing enough to make any drastic changes. I think from Ross's perspective, it's probably just a case of, in those big moments, just being a bit more composed and taking our chances. And also, maybe a few loose passes, particularly coming out from the back, but other than that, it'll be a case of, particularly in the final third, let's keep that combination play and let's see if we can take a chance.
As Kurt brings that one forward and finds that White, finding a little bit pockets, but Ovenden buzzing around and beating him to it. Here's Stanley plays that first time for Ovenden, but it's too close to Morgan.
It was on though. It was a good little passage of play. You can see what I'm talking about there. Ovo wins the ball. Campbell plays it instinctively out to Stanley, and Stanley first time tries to find Ovenden. We're not far away in those moments.
Ross, now that the teams have switched sides, caught a glimpse of the skipper Taylor here on this side. Ended up with a broken finger at the gap. Played on. Has it strapped today.
Don't need a finger to play football, mate.
Typical Taylor spirit. His girlfriend was very concerned. She was sat next to me with a Pomeranian and a McDonald's. Anyway, details. Here's Stanley. Finds Campbell.
Campbell looking for support. He's found it with Ovenden.
Ovenden plays
Good
it
little
into
ball for Aussie.
Austin, and Rima gets there first. Does well. Taylor clears.
Wilson Boyd a bit lazy to get back there to help his defence out, and he's lost out again there.
Pulled that down absolutely brilliantly. Has found Cabras.
Good start to the second half here from Bardon. They look very slick going forward. If we try and get Campbell on the ball facing forward in those areas, it's only a matter of time before we get a decent opportunity.
There's Matheson. Finds Cabras. Feels good to have an Italian left back again. Reminds me of the heady days of Paolo Valvoletti. Here's Campbell. Back to Mapri. Surveying the options and finds Melville White, who'll play it into Flynn. Bardon comfortable keeping the ball. It was
Perkins short there, but Perkins does well.
Of course, does well. A little bit unsure. Austin does really well. Finds Stanley, but White finds the opportunity to bite in there and win the ball back. This is Argue. Plays it to Park, who's a bit further forward than we saw in the first half.
Great back again, Ovo. Wonderful interception, covering in for his defensive midfielders. That is some work rate from a right winger. Both our sixers kind of caught a little bit upfield gambling when Aussie got the ball on turn. When the ball was turned over, it was a simple ball in behind them. But Ovenden covering in there.
Well, Ross, I think I've actually
now he's over at left back.
Flagged a change, actually. I think Higgins has come on for the unfortunate Collett, who missed the penalty. Because we just got Higgins and Park mixed up. So
right.
Higgins is on.
27, yes.
27, yep. Poor Collett.
Given the drag after missing the penalty just before half time.
Perkins claims that one. Looks like Bardon are about to make their first change too, though, here, Ross.
What an exciting option to have off the bench. We haven't spoken about the bench options today, but there's an embarrassment of riches there for Mapri, and he looks like he's going to
Campbell's played that through to Stanley, and Stanley has been flagged as onside from the ref. Looked off to me, but then that time he is from the ball back from Melville White. I'll tell you what, he must have arced that run, because when I looked across, Stanley was offside. So McMillan's going to come on, and it is Ben Stanley coming off. Little flashes of what we know Ben can do today, but his race has run, and here comes Sean McMillan.
Certainly playing his way back into form after an injury, but McMillan will come in, I imagine, on the wing, and Aussie would go inside. Although it looks like he's set up in the 10 as a like-for-like change. So, look, I think they'll probably move it around quite a bit with those three in behind Campbell. McMillan obviously played at a high level. He's got his quality on the ball, his electric pace, and a good finisher. So, not a bad number 10 to have. And Aussie puts a press here.
Austin
He's
onto Buzzcut, and goes back to Morgan. Doesn't look comfortable with his feet, but perhaps he was sucking us all in, because he did clear. So it looks like Higgins is that point of the attack that Collett was too. Probably a bit more of a physical presence, based solely on the size of his frame.
New Farm not pressing, holding off here, letting Bardon play it side to side in their back line. Often a sign of the team that's on top.
There's Melville White, back to Austin, to Ovenden. Matheson's going to look for that ball forward to Cabras, but too much on that one.
Oh, they can press here. They can
Ovendon's
press
gonna
here.
get in there.
Oh,
My word.
wow.
I'd have to ask a question about what that was.
The closing speed there of Ovenden just left the goalkeeper very exposed. He got a touch on it. Fair enough to the keeper that stopped the ball going past him.
That was Higgins.
We're up the other end with Higgins having a shot. So game opening up a little bit. It's a replay here. You can see with those two bearing down on you, it's tough for a centre back. He's
Rima
not
had
aware.
no idea where
aware of the
Ovenden
danger.
was.
The goalkeeper could see him and did enough.
Just want to acknowledge that awesome sting that the stream team have developed for us there as we flash in those replays. As ever, excellent work from the stream team. Cabras plays it to Ovenden, and here we're going to see a first few touches from McMillan. Rima is now awake, and that one's going to come back to back post for Wilson Boyd. He does well so far. Well, Bardon sat off, and I think it was put away by
32.
Argue. Yeah, Argue. 32.
Argue. You can see here just a little bit tentative. You feel like you got to deal with that, and the ball just falls beautifully for Argue. Top of the 6-yard box. It's hard to miss from there. Just wonder, Bardon had numbers around the ball and just lacked a little sense of urgency, understanding that the danger was there. Good break, I suppose, for New Farm that it bounced so kindly, but you want your defenders to stand up and take charge in that situation, a little bit timid, and that's how you can get punished in this league, Ryan. 1-0 down.
Absolutely, Ross. Felt like there was an eternity to clear that. Didn't happen, and who's to argue with that goal?
Nice.
Here's Ovenden. Plays Mappery, but it's ahead of Austin. Taylor turns and tries to play in Wilson Boyd, but Melville White gets there. There's Nichols. Well, it's been a close game, Ross. Bardon probably a little bit unlucky to be one down. They'll be looking for an equaliser. Here's McMillan. Takes on Buzzcurt. Does well not to dive in.
Oh, that's unlucky. It doesn't
No
quite
one's in
break.
the middle. Park clears. Cabras finds Ovenden. Buzzcurt makes sure with that one. Gollo's header drops to Wilson Boyd. Good skill, but Melville White does well to get back. And that one will be claimed easily by Perkins. Wilson Boyd coming to life as well here, Ross.
Yeah, looks a bit of a threat. Wants to cut in on his right. Going forward, I feel like he's been caught out a little bit defensively. So, look, Bardon need to respond here. I think probably need to get your fullbacks high and wide. See if you can expose some laziness from their wingers.
Well, Ross, just as you spoke about that, Wilson Boyd does win that one back after doing his doggies, and it's played into the substitute Higgins, and he probably should have done better with that chance. The linesman did have his flag up too. It's a goal kick.
So I wonder, Mappery's got some more changes in mind.
So we see Higgins' shot there go over. Was finally given offside though. Here's Gollo. Well, Ross, I think you mentioned it. I think Bardon, if they're patient, they seem to be able to get.
Great ball.
Buzzcurt does well. Finds Taylor, the skipper. Ovenden's going to buzz in.
It's
How
unlucky.
many times have we said that today
There's
already?
one
And
there.
there's
Great
Nichols.
win, Nichols.
Has he got options? Rima cuts it out. It's going to kind of fall nicely to Tristan. Plays it inside.
Very open
to
game
White.
now, Ryan. Both sides pouring forward.
Tristan to Higgins. Drops his shoulder that time, but gets his shot away.
He's
Looking
been
here.
good since he's come on, Higgins. He's given them a bit of a spark in the number 9. Confidence to take it on. Looking to get it ball out of his feet and shoot early. He's a genuine striker with it. Kind of missed that in the first half.
Well, we heard, I think, some encouragement from the coach, Russell Mappery there. Perhaps encouraging the team not to let Higgins have that kind of space.
And I think with change formations, Ryan, to a 4-4-2 box. Ovenden and Boardman are playing as two attacking midfielders, and you've got two out-and-out strikers with Campbell and McMillan. Campbell will naturally drop in behind McMillan, will naturally go in line with the centre-backs.
Does Kurt's ball forward to Taylor is a little bit too ambitious. So it'll be a Bardon throw.
Coaching staff asking the Bardon players to react. I think they were a bit unlucky to go behind, but that's football. Let's see how they can respond here.
Boardman finds McMillan. Tight attention from New Farm, and Mappery picks up the ball, finds Campbell. Campbell's ball is misdirected. I think spotted a run from Cabras, but wasn't to be. Another substitute here for New Farm. See Wood come on, and it's White who's going off.
Doesn't look too happy about coming off, but change in midfield just to try and get some fresh legs in there. Oh, if you can see Andrew Gold warming up for us, I think that might speak to getting some fresh legs bombing forward from the fullbacks.
Matheson gets his head to that one, ahead of Wilson Boyd. Here's the substitute Wood, surveying his options and gets it into park.
Great win, Nichols. He's been good on debut, home debut.
Yeah, it's debut, but okay. It's an Australian thing.
Well, good press there from New Farm.
Here's Higgins again.
He wants to shoot, but
falls over himself that time. And Melville White tries to skip out. Taylor straight into that one.
Done Ovenden grafting more. Nichols too.
So maybe just all trying to be a little bit too clever at times. I was talking to the peanut gallery at halftime, Ross, and they told me both Bardon were going long too often and playing too many passes. It's often the case, division of opinion.
Hard to make sense of that, but at times they're doing one or the other. It's true.
Apologies there, viewers. The infamous Bardon light pole still haunting our coverage, but will be removed one day. And there'll be a plaque there dedicated to the string team. As New Farm play this one in. Mappery fighting for it, gets it up with Melville White, plays it into Sean McMillan. Buzzcut right into his back. It's a foul, but Campbell's come up with the ball and finds McMillan again. I'd like to see him go at Rima. Rima does well. McMillan throws it in.
Long throw on him.
And here's Melville White. Finds Ovenden. And someone's chips are ready in the background. Great feed down here today. Only on duty as always. Heard the tacos are not
amazing.
too bad, Ross.
Amazing tacos.
Nichols comes home to Gollo. Flashes that white boot over to Matheson. Higgins doing his doggies. And here's Cabras under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, they've exposed him there.
And
Ethan
Wildermuth got away from him. And
I wonder if it's time to bring on Gold for Cabras. He had a good first half, to be fair. Second half, it's been a bit quiet. And obviously, he's been caught on the ball there and then given a foul on a yellow. You can see Matty Owen also warming up. Potentially to come on, give us a different type of winger.
Well, Ross, as you mentioned, it's a good league. It's a tight league this year. Bardon picked up the win in round 1 and only a point then since that game at Ripley, so Ross will be aware he has to do something here at 1-0 down.
Half an hour to go. This is a big game for us. Ryan, obviously,
Perkins claims that one.
to get to 2 wins, middle of the pack, it's a decent enough start to keep
Goes long.
build on.
Taylor does really well, doesn't let it bounce, keeps his eye on the ball. There's Cabras. Maybe found a second wind. Here's Ovendon, overlap from Mappery as he got options in the middle.
Great ball.
Finds Austin, who pulls it back for Cabras. Cabras gets it on target, and McMillan tries to get in, and Buzzcurt does really well to clear it.
Great opportunity. So unlucky. Keeper does well. Newfound defence responds well to clear it.
There's Higgins to Taylor. Buzzcurt will do really well. McMillan keeping him honest. It was a good passage of play for Bardon. Created the chance. Rast into that challenge, and Nichols follows up. Sean McMillan's going to press. They get it away. Wilson Boyd fouled there from Melville White. Taylor follows up. Referee keeps his card in his pocket. And Taylor will take this free kick.
Looks like Matty Owen's going to come on. Might be for Ovenden. He's blowing a little bit, but obviously he's had a great shift.
There's the goal scorer, Argue. As Omni tries to locate the order. Is Taylor getting forward? And Campbell does really well.
Number 9 getting back there. Aussie's won the ball there too.
Tristan Wildermuth getting forward. Still going, and the referee's given a free kick against Gullo, I think. It's the goal scorer, Argue down. Still just comes up with these really weird decisions. Just that, no.
We don't hold grudges here at Bardon. Right?
I need like a mute button myself. So it looks like Ethan Wildermuth will stand over this one as Argue tries to compose himself, being horrifically assaulted in the middle of the park. Perkins sets his wall. Buzzcurt has a little bit of a word. Let's see if Ethan is a free kick specialist as the referee pushes that Bardon wall back an extra yard to make sure it's at 12 yards. And here's Wildermuth. That one's into the creek. Surveys his scene. Looks like that double substitution's going to happen now, Ross.
Oh, we've got Tyler coming off. Do we?
Austin and Josh, I heard.
Oh, right. This might take a while for me to work out, but Scaldi makes his way to the back line. Just giving Dino the captain's armband and then heading to left wing, is he?
Yep.
Okay, so we've got...
Well, I'll let you work that out as Matheson looks for his options and looks to have found
the
McMillan.
ball.
Buzzcurt does well.
On
Gold
the
with his
subs.
first touch almost finds Owen.
Subs nearly combining there, that would have been
Nichols brings that one down.
instant impact.
Oh, yeah, Tin Man, yeah, I see. Here's McMillan. Finds Ovenden. Melville White. Ovenden It's probably an option here. As Park jumps into the tackle.
Yep, so we've got
Taylor
Matty Owen playing
up.
up front as the striker next to McMillan. And then we've got Goldie in the 10, which we know he did so well for us 2 seasons ago with 8 goals.
Here's Ovenden. Can't get it out of his feet to take on Taylor. As Melville White does well against Wilson Boyd. That's just 2 players, not 4, if you're wondering. The whole ball has to be out. Wilson Boyd comes out with it, and Melville White wanted to collect a New Farm shirt for his collection, but was unable to. Gets a booking for that, quite rightly.
That's good refereeing, to be fair. De-escalated it. Definitely a yellow card. Let's go back to playing football. But so Mapri going with the left-sided or left-footed players. It probably tells me that he wants them to get outside, hit a byline, and get a ball in the box on both sides.
Wood finds Higgins, the 2 substitutes for New Farm combining. Comes back to Wildermuth, who plays it forward again to Wood. Comes together, Wildermuth getting it in. Drop to Higgins, who wasn't afraid to have a shot, and the deflection off Matheson. No, it's not Matheson. It was Nichols. Goes into the bottom corner. And at 68, New Farm have their second.
Well, again,
own goal.
It's just not cleared properly, and then just a bit of a lucky bounce, isn't it? It goes back, and then a lucky deflection. It's one of those things that goes your way in football sometimes, and New Farm will ride their luck to somehow to get out to a 2-goal lead.
Well, I called it an own goal, Ross. I think Higgins' shot potentially was on target, but I can hear him now talking to the referee, trying to claim the goal. I think it's going to go down as an own goal.
I think he's done enough there to claim it.
Let's just watch this run from Wildermuth there coming off the pitch, running backwards. New Farm now in a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, a bit brutal for Bardon. Again, coming, I think, against the run of play.
That's Larson on for New Farm. Is that Wilson Boyd? Melville White has to be careful now as Mapri jumps into the challenge. Gold does well. Well, there's a few left over from New Farm under 23s celebrating their victory and encouraging their team on, shall we say.
Big 20 minutes here for Bardon. Game's still there. They're still in the game. They still have enough quality. To be able to test the character, though, against a team who's up in confidence now.
Argue does well again there. Gold and Owen combine. Higgins tries to backheel that one, but it's cut out and there's now a foul on Gold from Wood. Bardon really need a goal soon, Ross.
And unfortunately, I don't think we've got Patricio on the bench. Can't see him down there. He's named. So it would be handy to have a player like that to come on at the moment. But
corner to Bardon.
I think we are going to finish like this, Ryan. So the boys out there are going to have to go and turn this result around.
Well, finally getting some comments in, Ross. Club legend Adam Meadows congratulating on us.
Oh, unlucky. Gullo wins another header from a corner, but Just can't direct it goalwards. A decent delivery there from Gold.
Ben Elliott also getting in touch. Can't read that one out. John Dungy asks if the camera can be zoomed out. Maybe try and adjust your TV set, John. He has bought a brand new TV, Samsung.
Is he?
Yeah, decent TV Johnny's got. And well, that was all started by my coach Ben Smee, who's given me some coaching direction, finally telling me stop commentating on the canteen orders and concentrate on the football. That's the biggest advice I've received from Coach Smee in 3 years of his leadership. We're back into the game, Ross. Wood whips that one across. It's it first time, but that's Tristan Wildermuth taking it on, confidence. Here's Nichols. Tries to find Cabras, but it's cut out. McMillan's gonna foul Wildermuth. I notice a bit of a concrete monstrosity there behind that free kick. The paved paradise, Ross.
We welcome cricket back to Bowman Park, right?
With open arms. As Gullo plays a 1-2 with Melville White.
So you can sense a bit of the intensity's dropped out of the game. New Farm clearly going to be happy to sit back and absorb pressure and get us on the counter. So the impetus has really got to be with Bardon if they want to take this game to them. And I'm seeing lots of sideways and backwards passes.
Higgins again, trying to find space for the shot. Thinks he was fouled. Melville White finishes the clearance.
Bardon need a lift. They need a moment from a key player just to kind of get them in the game, get their goal, and the game can flip really quickly, but they need to stand up and believe in each other here a little bit. They scored 8 goals on Tuesday, and we couldn't tweet them fast enough, so we know they got goals in them in bursts.
Melville White will take this one. Here's Nichols. Plays a ambitious ball to Cabras. Does well. Italian fullback to get there. Unfortunately, Matheson's pass is a little bit wayward. And Higgins is going to play this one out wide to Wilson Boyd. He finds Argue in the middle of the goal scorer. The first goal scorer, that is. Who comes all the way back. Good play from New Farm. Patient. As Park plays that one across. I believe that's Wildermuth again forward from full back to Wood.
Good win from Gold there.
Finds McMillan.
Oh, it's loose.
Well, that was the chance to win the ball back, but here's New Farm with it again.
Yeah, it's sounding off them a little bit. New Farm.
Wildermuth whips that one in, and Perkins makes the initial save.
Offside.
It's offside. Ross, again, not to make this about me, but Coach me has been back in touch to reaffirm his don't shoot comments also counts as coaching. Perhaps he has mentioned that once or twice too. Now I think back to it.
It's hard to, like, sometimes you just hear one of those words.
True. Don't doesn't carry, does it? Here's Park on the ball. Finds Wilson Boyd. Melville White has to be careful on the booking. Here's Wood.
They're doing well to control the game here, New Farm, to be fair to them. They're maintaining possession. They're working it side to side. They are managing this game very well. Bardon somehow are the counter-attacking team.
And Wildermuth was bursting forward again there. Ultimately, it was cleared for McMillan to pick up on the scraps, but hard to do. It was given as a New Farm throw. It was either a foul to New Farm or a throw into Bardon, but it's a throw into New Farm. Wood to Rima.
Bardon can't get the ball, Ryan.
Wildermuth into Argue.
Well read.
Brass cuts it out and skips past Argue.
Well, free kick. Well done.
His whistle.
12 minutes to go. It's a great ball from Perkins. Probably need to bring that down there, Owen, rather than flick it. Oh, that's a free kick.
Missed that one, Ross. Was checking on the comments. You can tell from the reactions around here. Some
Just
missed.
clearly played the man and pushed Ovenden into a hill, and ref said no worries.
Ref signalled it was shoulder. As Gollo meets that one with the head, and Wilson Boyd skips in. Here's Higgins, Ross. Plays a great ball out to Wildermuth, who's got forward. Is he going to have a shot this time, the fullback? Great effort, and Perkins saves it.
New Farm looking the more dangerous team. They're composed on the ball. Bardon don't have any urgency. You can see the coaching team asking them to get the ball. Frustration from the bench.
Yeah, just the frustration's boiling over there a little bit. New Farm will take this corner off screen.
That second goal was just a bit of a gut punch, Ryan, and Bardon just haven't had it in them to react, to go try and get their goal, to get back into it. And 10 minutes to go. New Farm have just built. And I have to say, it looks more likely that we'll make it 3 than Bardon will make it 2-1 at this stage, as they look to their bench to get some fresh legs to see out the game.
Wood tries that ambitious effort. It looks like Wilson Boyd's race has run today, Ross. Very impressive performance from the winger. And the skipper Taylor's also going to come off for B1 and B2.
They'll just change their left-hand side here with some fresh legs. New Farm deep in their mid block, making it very difficult for the Bardon backline to find a pass forward, but once broken here.
Brass doing well. Looking for his options. Nichols is inside. No width though. Is Ovenden. Gonna have a dig. Good
Oof.
effort that Morgan watches and gets a hand to for a corner.
Decent effort from Ovenden there. Probably not his best, but enough to actually make the keeper work. Let's see the replay here. Ball comes out from Nichols. He just gets the ball out of his feet and goes, why not? Have a pop. Decent strike. Probably going wide. Keeper makes sure. Got corner here.
Gold is on the free kick duty. Brilliant delivery that Morgan does well. It's going to be another corner to Bardon. McMillan's gone over to take this one. That's a great cross in. Hopefully we can get the same sort of quality on the other side from McMillan here. The barber of Bardon. Hits the first man. But Cabras will pick it up. Ullermuth breaking.
Great challenge there from Matheson. The loose pass as Mapri goes down.
Oh, right and Brian.
Oh, the Bardon bobble's done him there. Welcome to Bowman's son.
Here comes to McMillan. Wood fighting with him. The referee judges that to be
Play
one
on.
and the same. Here's Gold. Nice to see Gold a bit further forward. Tries to play the ball into Owen, but Buzzcurt's going to get that one. Gold picks the ball up and finds Melville White, who finds Nichols. He tries to play it back to Gold, but goes nowhere. Ovenden again back in. Here's Matheson to Owen. Brassart wide on the left. Good chasing down from New Farm. And Perkins' ball across to Melville White. Just has a little bit too much on it.
It's a little bit better from Bardon. Some sort of impetus going forward, a bit of urgency, but feels a bit late.
Goller gets there first. Nichols is going to play that one over the top to Matty Owen. Rima wins the header though. Substitutes combine on this left-hand side. Here's Park. Let's just kick that one out to Park. There's Nichols looking for options. Finds Ovenden. Melville White signals to Jack Gollo to get forward. Jack had a good header in the first half. It was a good chance for Bardon. Seems like a long time ago now. Melville White's going to deliver this one. It's probably going to be claimed by Morgan, but
he's lost.
He doesn't get there, and Gollo gets up.
Oh.
It can't drop to a Bardon player.
Just in those moments, it's just not sitting for Bardon where it did for New Farm. And that can be the difference in football matches that are this tight. Ball just didn't drop, and the New Farm defenders, to be fair to them, rallied to stop Gullo from going tap in.
Perkins claims that one from Park. Perkins releases Gold early. Argue getting back, doing good work there, Argue.
It's done well
Between
enough.
them.
Goal, but we've lost it again. Just a poor touch from McMillan, who I think's been a bit poor since he's come on, Ryan. This doesn't look sharp. Didn't play during the week.
Nichols
Great win there from Nichols.
jumps in. Looked like he was going to release Ovenden, but plays it inside to Gold. He's got runners in McMillan.
Oh,
Sean takes that one on first time.
really made me look like an idiot there, but a good first time shot with his left foot.
It was a
Across the goalkeeper. Keeper does pretty well to keep that out. A sharp save.
It was a good strike from Sean. As we approach the 86th minute, Ross. Begin to think about your man of the match for Bardon. It's hard when you're 2-0 down, but as ever, Higgins whips this one in and Buzzcut gets it away. But our generous sponsors, Man Cave, provide us with that voucher for man of the match each week. $50 in the store. I believe they're opening another store again this week as New Farm go the length of the pitch. And Perkins makes a great save
Perkins.
to deny New Farm a third.
And it's the replay here. Just a simple 1-2, and they're in behind, and Perkins just gets a touch and puts it to the side. I think in this patch it's a good time. I'd say 1 man of the match for Bardon would have to be the goalkeeper, Big Dino. I think that was a massive penalty save in the first half. Can't blame him for either goal. A couple of sharp saves like that have kept us in the game at least.
Can't argue with that, Ross. Don't often see a penalty save that well. Has been a couple of good saves. Speaks volumes of the game. As Bardon conspire to get that one away, Perkins has to take action and kick it away. That your goalkeeper's your best player at 2-0 defeat.
Yeah, look, there's a couple of honourable mentions. I thought Ovington's been excellent without the ball in particular. Chris Nichols has done well on debut, but obviously with that own goal, a bit unlucky. But overall, I think just a bit of a disappointing result here for Bardon.
Well, a trip to Tarragindi away next week, Ross, for Bardon. No easy games in this league.
The smallest pitch in the world at Tarragindi. It's like a different sport out there.
Not be making the trip to Esher Park myself, Ross, as I have some business to attend to in London at Wembley Stadium.
I realised you wanted to see United win that badly, but United get at Wembley. Big deal for a Cobb fan.
Let's hope. The plucky underdog. Everyone's favourites to win the FA Cup this year now, Ross. We've got 2 minutes of extra time as signalled by referee, who's been excellent today, Ross. Picks up that free kick there. Perkins is going to come up and take the free kick. Then after the boys go to Esher Park and I go to Wembley, we'll be back here for a home game against a team called Moggle.
It'll be a tough game.
As Perkins a little bit short on that delivery. It's open for New Farm here. Higgins had gone offside. I wondered if the kid had it in his locker to hit that one. I know I would have. Didn't say it would have gone in.
Don't shoot.
Nichols is going to... Well, that's a free kick, according to the referee. What a break the habit of a lifetime. Argue leaves it for Buzzcut. Cabrast as well. It's Larson out there with Cabras. As we come to the end of the game, solo parenting, a couple of beers in, sleepy Saturday afternoon. Argue, dancing around in the box, tries to do that.
Oh, he's done well.
Thing that they do these days with a little double drag back, but impressive today. Argue got the first goal for New Farm. He just shows one of the Bardon players the score and shows him he likes archery. So that comes back to Rima. Owen can't track him down. Here's Tyler Mappery releasing Owen. Let's see if he can get anything here for Bardon. Make it interesting in the last minute. Back to Tyler. Back to Owen. Rima marking him well. And it comes to nothing. And the referee will put us out of some misery here and call full time. A 2-0 win for New Farm United. Congratulations to them. It's a comprehensive victory, and Bardon, despite a great cup win in the week, fall to a third loss of the season. As I said, Ross, thanks for your company today, as ever.
Cheers, Ryan.
I'll work on the quiz for the next game, and we'll see you at home again on the 27th.
For magic, we been shooting in the gym. This is target and practice, yeah. And I'm just getting started, getting feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, all black dress code. Pay me my respect, collecting every debt. Oh, the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to.